Oh, sorry. Hello. I was busy doing something. I'm just checking over. Hello.
Today, these drivers will take to the banks here at Speedway. This 1.5 mile intermediate track here has produced some crazy racing in the past, and anytime a series comes here, it's always unpredictable. The old surface makes this track a rough one, and these drivers are going to have to go through that. And speaking of the drivers, let's get into your starting lineup here for today's race. On pole in the number 41 settings Ford, it'll be Joel. Alongside him in the 88 UPS Ford, it is Shulk. Next up in the number 48 Baby Dogecoin Ford, it will be Trainwreck. And the number 27 Breast Cancer Awareness Toyota will be Good Square. And the number 12 Bud Light Chevrolet, it'll be Colby. And in the number 4 Busch Light Ford, it's going to be Paul. The number 28 Owl House Toyota is Gabe. And the number 32 Liberty University Chevrolet going to be Slampy. And the number 20 Amazon Machine, it is going to be Isaiah. And right now our top 10 will be Commander Remy. Looking here at the next couple drivers, it'll be wide receiver starting 11th. Blackstone is 12th. Austin Mitchell will start 13th. 14th is going to be Rona. And 15th, running out the field, will be Sleesher. And the drivers here have started to head out onto the track. We are getting ready for 100 laps at today's Atlanta Motor Speedway. Cole, a long race. Definitely going to be a lot to watch. 150 miles. These guys have got to learn to really get control of these machines. What do you think is going to be the toughest thing today?
I mean, I would say just the toughest thing would be Richmond. With personal experience, Richmond is decently hard track to do. I would say overtaking is not going to be a problem, but defending is. So I'm gonna be excited to see who's gonna come out on top.
Indeed, here. So right now the pace lap's underway. Drivers here warming up their turns, getting set for the green flag. Remember, Joel started on pole. A lot of Fords in today's field, and we'll have to look out for all those drivers as the night goes. See if the Fords maybe are going to be a stronger force to be reckoned with.
Well, it would be surprising to see. I usually get my tracks messed up anyway, so my bad. I'd say we still have. Well, I'd say it would be anybody's race at this point.
Indeed. So it will be 1 to go, and they double up, and the fans start to rise to their feet. And they head through turn 1 and 2. And before we get this race getting going, we'll take a 10-second station identification, and we'll bring you back to the green flag here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Welcome back here. We are getting ready here. Drivers going through turns 3 and 4. And out of turn number 4, the flagman has the green flag in hand. Green flag is waving, and we are green here in Atlanta. Down in the turn number 1 here, Joel's going to take off quickly. Here comes that 48 though, Train. He is not going to waste any time working on the outside there.
I want to see how much Joel's going to be able to hang on here because you already have so many people trying to go down the inside through it. The entire field is up. We got two. We got somebody flipped and somebody crashed out in turn 4.
Yep, 2 drivers wrecked in the back there, and that is going to be the number 21 of
Ooh, we
Sleesher
already.
and Austin Mitchell also involved in that. And another surprising thing here, Shulk goes from second place. He did spun his tires on the restart, and he is straight to the back.
Ooh, somebody's smoking. Jeez. Hopefully that doesn't happen for the entire race.
Yeah, Shulk or Sleesher here up and over here. Get back going here before the leaders catch up to him. But Shulk, obviously a terrible start for him. He's already back in 10th.
I'd say Shulk's going to be able to come back at least.
Yeah, it's still very early in the race. You're just spinning the tires. These guys are still trying to get everything in line.
Yeah, but even with Sleesher and Shulk are very consistent drivers and can overtake as much as possible. So I'd say they're going to take advantage of their situation.
I think the driver that was flipped is Isaiah. I do believe.
Oh, we also have Isaiah still flipped in turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, he's the one that's flipped over there in turn 1 and 2. They're still trying to get that machine flipped back over. So caution will continue to be out. Any takers on pit road? Looks like the 13 is going to be the first one to bring him down, and then in the back here you see the rest of the field. No surprise that Shaw comes down to pits. So Colby leads him down pit road, and 4 tires in field probably for most of these guys. We're not going to want to. This track is a very, very rough track here on tires, and it'll eat your tires up. It looks like a few adjustments going into, especially looks like the 88. Getting a few adjustments in there. Austin Mitchell took a few adjustments, so.
Did Isaiah have to grab a new car? Check over at Isaiah. He doesn't have a scheme anymore on his car. Oh, wait, no, there it is. Just popped up.
I'm still working under the yellow flag right now. We'll take a quick break and bring you back more action here from Atlanta Motor Speedway. Welcome back to Atlanta Motor Speedway here. Drivers are doubled up. They are exiting turn number 4 as we speak. We're getting set to get this thing back under green flag. Maybe we'll finally get some green flag racing through the restart zone, and we are back under the green flag.
19 already losing spots because they started up in the grass.
Yeah, and outside line once again gets a bad start. That was Paul up there in the number 4 machine. He falls back, but Joel gets a great start. He's going to pull away. One car spinning around in the back here, but it looks like we will keep it green here. Everything is working out fine side by side for the second position. And to turn 3 and 4 here, Train's got the outside, but here on the inside, here comes Cole. He'll take that position and try to clear him down the front stretch. Oh, one car up and over and flipping. And that is the number 19 on the front stretch. Hard crash with the 19.
Oh,
don't know what they were thinking.
That's going to give Mitchell back there some area to catch back up because he fell behind this lap.
Yeah. I'm not too sure who that driver that flipped was, but they,
Oh, that was I caught Rona.
yeah, they were way down low coming down the front stretch,
Guess we get to
and
get back up and see who's gonna take it now. I don't think anybody's gonna be driving too aggressively as of right now because we still got 92 laps left to go.
right now top four stayed the same. Good Square's up to fourth position. No surprise there, a longtime veteran of Jackal Racing. Good Square's a driver everyone knows, everyone gets along with most of the time. Good driver, and he's looking to get score another win this afternoon at Atlanta. If he wants to, if he wants to do so, though, he's gonna have to get past Joel. But here we go, big time pit stops. Only one driver staying out, and
Dampy's
pit
staying
stops.
out.
Drivers, pit road's a very busy place right now. We'll see what they do here. Joel coming down, 4 tires of fuel, no complaints on him. And actually, somebody goes through pit road. Or no, they left. I don't know what just happened there. But anyway.
Looks like we have Stampy the Nicot Rona up in front as of right now.
Yep, Joel's off and away. First one out. Everyone else.
Ooh, Shulk just got a to the back order by the officials.
Oh, he took a long pit stop there, so it's not going to hurt him too much.
Yep. All you have to do as of right now is stay consistent.
Yep. So we had 4 drivers stay out there. Those 4 drivers, looks like they are Stampy.
Yeah, Stampy and Icot Rona were ones that stayed out. Stampy's taking more of a risk though, because he only has 2/3 of fuel that you can actually carry as of right now, but his tires are still looking good.
Rona, I do believe, pitted that first go around on that first caution, so he has gotten. But right now, drivers are doubling back up. We're getting set to go back to the scene. We did have a car DNF, but we're not too sure who that was. We believe it was the Coca-Cola machine.
Oh, wouldn't that be Remy?
Okay, yeah, so Remy is. Looks like they may have brought that thing back to the garage. So that sucks for them. They're going to be playing catch up. Seems like. But we're getting set to go back racing. It'll be Stampy and Rona leading them back to the green flag. And Rona spins the tires, and they're already 4 wide into 1. Oh, big hit.
Oh, they're train wreck into the wall.
They all save it somehow. Well, no, they don't.
No, train wreck came back up.
One car still around. They're still trying to save it. They're still wrecking in the back. Oh, big crash.
In the back.
And it's Good Square and Austin. And Good Square gets the bad end of it. Smoke, you can see. That was a terror. That all started with the number 19 of Rona. Spun the tires on the restart. And whenever that happened, the whole field backed up. And Trainwreck was in the wrong spot at the wrong time. And he got... he really just got kind of screwed out of it.
Well, I mean, you also have to take consideration what Trainwreck did on that one. Yeah, he really took the big end of the stick and then carried it off a hill.
So Rona will take the pits here. Stampy's still staying out. So that could be an interesting decision. Good Score's got to get that thing whipped back over. And they do. Remy. Looks like Remy is back, but he is stopped on the backstretch here. They're trying to get this thing back going. Lost a few laps. Still staying low. They might. We're getting possible reports that he might be down a cylinder. That could be the issue. I'm not too sure though.
Isaiah's still struggling to get back on track.
We have a few more drivers taking pits here. I thought it was about to become one to go. It doesn't look like it. So we have a handful of other drivers pitting here. The 88 pit square, of course, he was involved in that race. Joel wasted no time, is already back up to third. We'll have to see if he can get past Paul and Stampy to take back that lead. It seems like he is probably the fastest car out here this afternoon, early on. And that's a tough thing to hold on to is speed. When you're coming to Atlanta Motor Speedway, you can be really good in the first half and then fall off in the second. You've got to find a consistent, you got to find your happy medium when racing here at Atlanta. You want to make sure that you can be able to be up there in the beginning and be up there in the end. Some drivers choose just to be up there in the end. But we'll have to see what happens there. Remy, he'll pitch here. I do believe we might see one to go this time by.
Remy entering the pits with amazing speed, going 100 miles an hour.
We do not.
Up. Looks like he's retiring the car. Or handing it over to Isaiah, by the looks of it. Oh, I know. Who is that?
There is a car on the truck.
Who is that?
Don't know. But there's a car on the track.
Remy handed his car over.
Just sitting there. It looks like we're coming back to green there. Just sitting there. Green flag is back in there.
There's no one hit it.
Yep, so I guess they'll take care of that. But anyway, green flag is back in the 3 wide already, working 4 wide maybe.
Oh, apparently one of the D2 drivers picked up Remy's car.
Oh, one car flipping over. They save it, we stay green.
Oh yeah, Colby just flipped.
Now we have 3 wide for second. Now that will span out. Now 3 wide for second again. Here comes Train. A big surge of momentum on the inside. Meanwhile, Paul pulls away to the lead.
Stampy is going to have to struggle with how much fuel he has now, though. Because now he's not even leading the race anymore.
Yep, and he's going to start to fall back, possibly. He's holding strong on the outside. Wow, nice job by him to hold off Joel. Joel's going to try to side draft him down the back and hit in turn number 3. But this is all happening behind Paul.
Paul's easily pulling away now since nobody's giving him trouble.
Up, and we're finally seeing some green flag laps here.
Oh, Stampy just hit the wall.
Just say that, Stampy hits the wall. And caution will fly, as that also involved
I think that's
someone else. They just spun out again.
Oh, that involved Gabe Wants Sleep, the 28 driver. Well, now we have an opportunity to see Stampy pit, possibly.
Yeah, I think Stampy is basically going to have to pit here. There's really no strategy for doing that now.
Yeah. He's almost running out of fuel here. It's good to see one of the D2 drivers doing pretty good here, though.
Yep.
Oh, I think we have Chris coming in the pits here. Good square staying out, including the D2 driver. Yeah, that pit messed up. Stampy is back down to last place now.
Yep, so the strategy call is not going to work for Stampy. However, it does work out pretty well for Good Square as he takes over the lead.
I
And
wonder if
Windows, who's filling in for Remy, he's up the second. Train, he's been very consistent this afternoon as well. He's still sitting in the third position. Joel is to his outside, and Paul will round out your top five. Austin Mitchell, he's been working his way up through the field as he's now to seventh position. And we're getting set to go back under the green flag here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Out of turn number 4, they'll hit the restart zone, and we are back under the green flag. Windows gets a big push from Joel. He'll go to the outside, 3 wide already. Quickly 3 wide. Behind him, Joel's now working middle 3 wide. Still working middle 3 wide. Now it's finally clear. They're 4 wide off the turn, though.
Blackstone's falling a bit back right now, having to take the inside line.
Yep, and he's not going to gain up anything there. Meanwhile, focusing back up front, Good Square under pressure from Train. Train will take the lead just barely over Good Square at the line. Still side by side in the 1 here. Train's got the inside advantage. He'll take that now that it's almost 3 wide for second. Oh, Good Square slides up just a tad, and that's going to have to check up Paul and Joel. Joel will check up big time, and he'll fall back to 4th. Good Square once again. Maybe they made an adjustment that's not good on that machine because he is really tight up off the corners. But it's all Train who's got the lead over Paul. Paul's going to work his way to the back bumper, at least try to. Joel's cleared up into 3rd here and is looking for more. They're still 3 wide, still trying to fan it out. First 3 drivers single file in. It's 2 by 2. Further back, maybe even 3 wide now for the 4th position. Colby trying to hold that position, and he will. And he's going to hold it over the number 20 machine. Oh, one car sliding down the front stretch, but they save it. Meanwhile, focusing back up front, it's Train who still leads over Paul. Paul will get the run on the inside out of turn number 2, and he'll be side by side at his door. Train tried to side draft him, tried to take the side draft off of him. It's not going to work. Paul's still going to have the momentum to 3 and 4. Can't hold it, though. Top line advantage for Train. He continues to lead. Most of the field is all together, still stacked up. Here comes Joel. What will he do now that he's got to the back bumper of Paul? Can't do much.
Pushing his way back up right now.
Yeah, Stampy's already up to 8th and looking for more as he's working on the number 20 machine of Isaiah. Back up front, though, Joel now under pressure from Colby. And Train's under pressure for pole. Battle for the lead as they cross the line.
Oh, Joel's going to try to take advantage of both of them fighting.
Yeah, and he just might be able to do it. He's actually going to give the momentum to Paul. Paul trying to close the door on Train. Can't do it on a two. Close quarter racing here as Train just couldn't get it cleared. Meanwhile, focusing in the back, one driver's up and over, and caution flies, and it'll be the D2 driver window. So caution is out. We got another driver who's flipped.
Oh, that was Blackstone. Blackstone flipped out. His car's
Blackstone
smoking.
is crashed, and Isaiah is crashed. So a bunch of drivers in the back of the pack wrecking as we had a hell of a battle for the lead. So Isaiah's now trying to get it all fixed back up, and he'll. But Blackstone's smoking big, and that might be a trouble. That might be an issue for him.
Pushing and shoving in order to get up a little bit more.
Looking at that replay for that pass for the lead, it happened into turn number 1. Paul got the run out of 4, took the inside and won. Well, really took the inside on the front stretch, and he took that lead away from a little help from Joel. Joel was giving him a big push, and it really helped him out. And they are all now down into the pits.
Sleesher deciding not to pit this time around, though.
So Sleesher has the lead at the moment.
Good Square falling back in 9th. Strategy finally paid off for Stampy, though, because he's back up in the P4.
Yep, it took him a while. Jock, there he is. Remember, on the initial start of the race, he spun his tires and fell from second to last. Or, well, not last, but 10th. And he has finally clawed his way back up to the front after about 25 laps of struggling. But it'll be Sleesher and Shulk leading them back to the green.
Shulk's going to get a little boost by Stampy here.
Yeah, Stampy got really out of shape, though, after giving him that push. Here comes Train on the inside with help with Joel.
Stampy lost on the outside, and Sleesher's looking to hit the wall.
Yep, Gabe is going to try to make that middle work here. 3 wide as he's got Stampy on the outside. Stampy lost a lot of momentum.
Trainwreck going to try and overtake around the outside here. Just missing it.
It might work right here. No, man. Sleesher wanted to shut the door. Train said no. Now the battle for the lead here is heating up big time. 3 wide. Don't know how long this will last. Oh, there they go.
Sleesher closes the door on Shulk, and Shulk falls back. Up, Sleesher lost control.
They're wrecking in front. Multiple drivers sliding through the grass, trying to avoid it. One car up and over. They save it. We're still racing. Oh, Joel on the side. That'll bring out the caution.
Joel is sideways onto turn 1.
That wasn't Joel, my bad. That was Austin.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Holy crap. What a chaotic incident that was. Felicia went from leading to wrecking just like that. Joel and Train are 1 and 2. Coming back to the caution. What a crazy event that was.
Now we might see Sleesher pitting now because he didn't pit last time around.
You see Blackstone going to get his lap back. After that last caution, he lost his lap.
I want to see what happens up with Joel in P2 because he hasn't really been up there all race, besides when he was first. But
yeah, Joel's had to work his way back up through the field after some strategies. And he will stay out. So only a few drivers actually pit here.
I want to see Joel chase down Trainwreck because they've been fighting a bit this race. But they also have to deal with Colby behind. Goodsquare was able to make his way back up into the midfield, though.
Yep. Restarts are chaotic here. The outside lines on these restarts seem to have a lot less grip. They even spin the tires quite a bit.
Not to mention the bumps that happens when they go into the grass.
Yep, that too. We've already seen it too, though. The outside line gets a bump and they can't hold it.
Biggest issue, I would say, though, is the area right after the start-finish, because that's when they tend to start flipping and crashing into each other.
Yep.
Oh, who's that just coming out of pits? Isaiah almost being a lap behind. We still have Gabe and Blackstone attempting to catch up.
Green flag back in the air, and Joel gets a great start on the outside. We're just talking about how bad the outside's been, and he gets a great start. One car sliding through the grass in the back. Oh, Paul tried to cut it 3 wide. Joel cuts him off, and in the Train. Train's going to get the run back on the inside, but it's going to be Joel on the outside.
Goodsquare and Colby currently fighting for position behind the 3 leaders currently.
What a run by Joel on the outside. He'll take the lead now. Clear him into 1. Back to the lead. Back in the 3. Back to the lead is Joel. Train falls up in the second. Oh, Paul sliding around. He comes back up the track. Did they save him? Oh my goodness. I can't believe he just saved that. What a save by Paul. And they're still slapping each other in the back. The top 2 leaders, Joel and Train, have pulled away with the lead. The rest of the field all bunched up together. Train's gonna look
down the inside.
Yep, he wants that lead back. He's going to the inside of Joel. He's able to hold it now down the front stretch. Joel let off just a tad, not wanting to give him too much of it. Still early in this race. And Joel's going to give him a little tap on the back bumper. Train's going to push him up the track, try to close the door. He will do so out of 2. Still going at it here in the back for the 3rd position. That's Goodsquare and Colby. That's for the 3rd position. Battle for 2nd. Or battle for 1st. It's kind of died down now. They're hitting about one
Oh,
car
that
spot.
Shulk flip!
Oh my
That's Shulking to
goodness!
the infield.
Holy crap! Stuck to the infield. A terrible crash.
Somebody's gonna be taking the road course today.
Oh my goodness! That back end got up in the air, and they're racing back. Oh, one car up in the thingy.
Surprisingly, that was kept clean.
And you see the roof flaps deploy. And that is a testament to the safety of these cars.
Oh, Colby fell back a little bit after his fight with Goodsquare. Oh, Shulk deciding to side out. Check.
And I think Craven got him. Ricky Labonte.
48 just got to the back. Oh, that would be
Oh,
Train
wow,
right.
that's Train. That is a big blow for him.
It's 2 tires out of the box.
Can't have that happen.
Especially since he's the only one that's currently fighting with Joel as of right now.
Yeah, no,
Joel's
they've been really the top 2 guys most of this race.
Now we have to see if Goodsquare is going to be able to fight Joel.
Red Square was up in the lead a little bit ago.
But he kept getting crashed out. Like he usually seems to do. But that's not surprisingly. Surprising. Oh no, it appears Joel's going to have to be fighting with Shulk in order to get first place here.
That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, because Shulk didn't decide to pit this lap.
So it could be playing a different strategy.
It was going to be interesting. Oh no, Shulk got to the back. What do you think's going to come out on top here in the restart?
That's a good question. I mean, these restarts have been so unpredictable.
I'd say Joel because he has good starts.
Yep.
As I say
I think so too. Yeah, but good score. Man, Paul is all over his back bumper, and that's how good score takes that lead. That was all because of Paul. Paul did not let off a bit.
Paul just sacrificed himself for that. Oh no, he's coming back.
Oh, what a move down the back. 3 wide, almost crashing.
That's where starting to lose speed, but now he's gained it back on the turn.
Talk about Good Square and how he's been a long-time veteran. Now, Joel, I do believe he's been a long-time veteran of the series as well. So these top 2 are they've been here for a while. They know what they're doing. And Joel's going to give a bump to Good as they head into 1.
If I can remember correctly, Blackstone and Sleesher were only here from last season, so.
Yeah, Sleesher's been a name you've heard before. Sure. Austin Mitchell, he is a long-time road racer, no doubt. Really known for the dirt racing, but he's also in this field. He's in the back. Oh, there goes the rookie. Oh, big trouble. Hard hits.
B2 driver and and 2 others. Oh, that would be the 32 of Stampy. Trainwreck also getting caught up in the mess, along with, I think that is Austin. Four wide into the finish line. Only have 5 cars pitting as of right now. Oh, the D2 driver pitting with only 417 fuel left.
Now that's a risky move. Sometimes you gotta be that risky though when you're racing Atlanta. That's why Atlanta's Atlanta.
Atlanta's a pain. Looks like we're starting to double up here. Ooh. We already have a flip of Isaiah. And the...
So Good Square and Blackstone. Blackstone's had a lot of trouble this race, but he is he's found himself back up front here. Green flag back in the air, and Good Square. Now, no one, man. Colby so far.
Oh, there's
there's
Shulk
already a
into the
wreck.
wall in the back.
Hard hit for Shulk. But we're back. But I was about to say the 28. Oh, and Good Square the leader.
Oh, Good
Up
Square
and
just
over.
spun.
It's the big one. And they somehow save it. And Good Square goes from leading to not leading and wreck.
We have Colby and Gabe up in the front with Joel just trailing them.
Joel, and you can see. Look who's up there already. The 48 of Train wasted no time. He's up to 4th.
Oh, Gabe went into a spin from the bump.
Oh, there he goes.
He just hit
Joel and
Joel.
Train. Big trouble, and it's the big one. This is the big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. At least 5 cars involved in this one, as we had just reached halfway. Holy crap.
Well, that's good news for Shulk to make it back up the field. It's also good news for Train because now he's back in P3.
So once again, under another caution. That seems kind of be that's been the kind of the word of the day. Caution. Been a handful of them today.
Oh, we have train pitting.
Yeah, but you gotta think, if your train's picking right now, you know that he's got raw speed. Because if he just moved his way up from the back to the front like that, that is incredible.
Yep. It's going to be interesting to see if Colby can hang on to that spot.
The blanket, please.
Okay. Looks like we'll be having Stampy back up in front here with Sleesher and Colby. With one to go, we're going to start doubling up. See if Joel's going to be able to catch back up here in P8. Still on a caution, so anything's possible. Chris attempting to warm up his tires as of right now to try to get back up where he should be. Train's already in a good position, so. See who comes out on top. And we are back to green here at Atlanta. Colby able to stay ahead with Sleesher taking over on Stampy. No moves as of right now. We did go 3 wide into turn 1. Trainwreck trying to take the outsider on Chris. Trainwreck's going to be able to pull it off. Sleesher trying to get side draft off of Colby. Take the inside, but oh, we have a spin from Joel. Looked like Joel got contact with Good Square. On back. Colby's still leading. Field starting to separate a little bit. Now we're going to start reattaching here and out of turn 1 and turn 2. Gabe trying to catch up. Stampy falling back to take Giraffe off of Sleesher. But breaking a little bit too early for turn 3. Chris going to try to take the inside of Colby here into turn 1. He's slowing down a bit, losing traction. But he does not pull it off in the end. So he's just going to try to join with Trainwreck around his outside. Chris still trying to take the inside. A little bit of a wall tap off the train there. Turn 1. Wall taps from 2 drivers. Oh, Gabe trying to take the inside of 2 drivers, overtaking Trainwreck. Trying to overtake Sleesher, but fails. Up. Sleesher pushing him out into the yellow, but Gabe comes back. Chris pulling away here as Colby walks first. Up. Almost a little bit of a spin there. Oh, Sleesher being pushed sideways, but he saves it. Chris is still gapping everybody right now. Let's see if Trent can catch back up. Oh, good square getting pushed sideways by, I think that is Austin. Indeed that is. Turn 1. A lot of people too wide here. Austin able to get an overtake off a good square. Stampy is still trying to push his way up, and Colby falling back. Gabe's trying to chase down Trainwreck for second right now. Sleesher taking the inside on Austin. Good square trying to retake Austin, but it's not going to be able to pull it off. And do believe that Isaiah trying to overtake good square right now with the help of Colby. Now Colby's trying to overtake Isaiah. Gabe falling back with Sleesher. Sleesher able to overtake him. Austin into the wall there. Chris still pulling ahead here. Stampy's getting held in the back with Shulk still trailing. Colby's making a move on the 25, and 25 finds more grip around the outside. Field's starting to strain out in the front. Train getting closer to Chris. A little bit of boring racing here. Yep. But we're trying to set it down the inside on Sleesher, but it didn't hold. Gabe's still trying to catch up to Trainwreck. And the drag is complaining about Wi-Fi issues right now. Colby's still trying to make his way back up to the field. Trainwreck gaining on Chris. Might see a fight between the leaders soon, but Gabe staying right in between them. Good Square's fighting to get ahead of Austin and I think that is... Yep, that is indeed too. Good Square going around the inside on the 25. Just doesn't find enough grip, but he might find it here. Nope. Oh, Chris and Train going into a little bit of fight up here. With Chris still being able to defend. Gabe catching his way back up to the front of the pack. We have Austin leading the midfield pack as of right now. Have Good Square going to try to take the fight to him. And he pulls it off. Joel trying to get his way back up to the front. With Colby trailing with behind Isaiah and Sleesher as it looks like. Trainwreck still trying to make moves on Chris right now. We'll be going into the outside range, turn 3. Touch. Gabe gaining on them. D2 driver starting to fall behind. It's not what I like to see. Colby trying to get the draft off of 3 people currently. Again, Good Square still trying to take the... Oh, Good Square trying to take the fight to Joel right now after Austin fell back. Colby falling back after wall tapping. Gabe back up in the... Gabe trying to fight with Chris and Trainwreck as of right now. Trying to hold the inside line, but as they've seen before, it doesn't really work. As Chris starts to take the front of him again. Train is now leading the race. Going into turn 1. Train losing a bit of traction on the outside, but ends up getting it through the rest of the turn. Train just gets a little bit more successful on him, getting a better acceleration off the turn. Chris still trying to use the inside on him, taking advantage of it right now, and he pulls it off. Train's going right back at him through the inside. And Gabe's actually trying to fight him through the inside too. Gabe up in the second, and now Gabe up in the first. Chris trying to help out Gabe with some bump draft, but oh, you know, let's went out there. Train falling behind on around the outside. You see through turn 3 and turn 4, you can usually capitalize if you take the inside. But Train's capitalizing from taking the outside as of right now. You had Joel leading the midfield with Sleesher trying to trail him behind. But Sleesher's gapping the backfield as of right now. There's Shulk. Oh, Shulk fell behind by a lot. Shulk is 5 seconds behind the D2 driver currently. Colby's still trying to reach his way back up, but with Isaiah on his inside, I don't think that's going to be possible for a little while. Only have 29 laps left to go. Chris still fighting that Gabe, and Train starting to fall behind. Chris with a little bit of a wall tap, and Gabe gets a little bit of gap on him. Gabe with more traction throughout this turn. But Chris and Trainwreck with draft chasing him down. Joel's trying to get Sleesher off his rear in order to catch back up to him. And Chris goes down the inside. But they touch tires and got stuck on it. So Chris is going to lead. Maybe. Chris takes the lead out of the start and finish turns. Joel gaining back up, including Sleesher. That NPAC still trying to chase Sleesher down. Shulk still trailing behind by the looks of it. Gabe trying to capitalize off that draft into turn 3 and turn 4, but Train capitalizing off the inside on Gabe. Train overtook Gabe, but gave Chris a little bit of a bumper touch. But he's going to be accelerating out there nicely. Train keeping ahead, and Joel still chasing down them. Sleesher's still chasing down Joel. And looks to be Isaiah and Austin fighting for control of the impact right now. He's trying to catch up. Good Square doesn't look to be having a lucky race today. Neither's Blacksmith. Jeez. Stampy, just strategy was really good at the start of the race and then just started dying out. But we have Gabe around the inside right now since Chris got sent up. Train giving him the bumper draft to get up a little bit. Chris still retains the lead, but Joel is chasing down now even faster as of right now, so we might get bunched up into the couple last laps. Gabe still trying to go around the inside turn 1. Almost doesn't. Now we did. Nope. Neck and neck at this point. Joel back up with Sleesher still trying to catch. Chris goes around the outside. Getting traction, now losing traction. Gabe takes him on it with help from Trainwreck. Now Joel trying to help Gabe here. Gabe takes the lead of the race with Joel in third. Trainwreck falling back to fourth. Caesar's still chasing, and the impact falling behind. We have the D2 driver pitting, Colby pitting, and what appears to be 8K Isaiah. Now we have 5 people all fighting for the lead right now. Still green flag. And green flag for a little while, so pit strategies are starting to go in play. Train taking over Gabe again. Joel to the lead. Chris chasing behind, and Sleesher trying to capitalize. We have Gabe going in this lap on almost regular 300 flat fuel. Everybody in the lead is starting to get lower on fuel here, including Good Square, which is leading the end pack right as of right now. Yep, Gabe pulling into pits, everyone else staying out. Oh, who's that else going into the pits in the back? Stampy heading into the pits along with Oh, Trainwreck spinning out. Trainwreck, Joel, and oh, that is 5 cars that just spun out. Austin flipped, Joel got caught up in, Sleesher got caught up in, Good Square and Trainwreck all got caught in that. But Austin seems to got the short end of the stick, sadly. The pits from Stampy, Gade, Blackstone, and as of right now, so I don't think they're most likely going to capitalize off of this since they already pit. They can pull ahead of everybody though. Blackstone just getting lapped. Colby, Isaiah currently still lapped. Might be able to catch up now with the current situation of the yellow flag. But we shall see. Thank you 2K Blue for the comment of "This is where Japan strikes." Very cool. Shulker's going to try to take it the whole way. Let's see if he can do it now. No, he's going to be pitting along with Sleesher, Joel Musa, Trainwreck. That appears to be Blackstone and Chris Baldpaul. So your current leader shall be the D2 driver in Isaiah, it appears. Colby, Stampy, Blackstone, and Gabe still trying to catch up with the rest of the pack as they got lapped because of their pitting last time. But Gabe will be the one to capitalize it with Blackstone, Stampy, and then Colby. We have Austin pitting. We have 20 laps left to go. Don't think pit strategies are going to play in for the rest of the race. Checking everybody's fuel real quick. The only issues we might see is with the D2 driver, Colby, and it appears to be a GUI would work. 8K Isaiah having issues with fuel, as they currently have the lowest. We'll have Chris Baldpaul leading you off here, with Joel chasing right behind, then Sleesher, Blackstone, Trainwrecks, Schultz, Austin, Colby, Gabe, Blackstone, and then who's that in the back right there? Oh, Stampy. Stampy not getting lucky with these current strategies. Stampy will be trailed by 8K Isaiah and the D2 driver. My window's crashed. Hopefully mine doesn't. Good to hear, Xavier 48. Welcome to watch. But hope your row racing career is doing as good as these other people. I'd say, with how the race currently is, I'd say either Chris, Joel, or Sleesher can definitely pull it off. My prediction is Good Square might fire behind a little bit as we go green. Trainwreck trying to chase down Sleesher right now into turn 1. Oh, Gabe already spinning into turn 1. Going backwards, actually. Still holding it on. But he spins into Blackstone. We have an issue with the D2 driver. But that appears to be Stampy who got lucky for once. Good Square and Sleesher touching, almost spinning each other out. Chris still leading. Train falling back to P4. Now back to P3. They're 3 wide currently with Austin, Schultz, and Trainwreck. Now a little bit of touching right now, but now we have opened up the 2 fields with Stampy. Well, 3 fields with Stampy being the only person in the second as of right now. Hopefully he can regain with 17 laps left to go. Austin falling behind going around the outside. Trainwreck trying to capitalize on the grip in the middle of the track. And a 4 of Chris Baldpaul still gaining away from everybody. Will he be able to gap like he did earlier this race? Joel starting to gain on in through the inside, begins going up the track, but able to find traction to stay in the middle. We got a little bit of fighting between Good Square and Austin in the back. Good Square almost spinning out due to a bump. Really don't want to go into the infield there. A lot of bumps from the extra tracks. Chris still capitalizing. You got almost winded 8th. Oh no, they're train wreck. Colby and Shulk are now 3 wide around turn 3 and 4. With Sleesher joining the fun to make it 4. And Sleesher actually capitalizing off of that, getting into P4 out of that. Still having to fight with Trainwreck to keep ahead. Night Tech side draft though, but he is getting the draft off of Joel right now. Sleesher does pull it off into P3. Blackstone getting pushed up by Austin up the track, so Blackstone's going to fall back a little bit. Joel and Chris Baldpaul starting to get away from him. But we have Sleesher, Shulk, Colby, and Trainwreck fighting them, with Isaiah starting to join them. Austin's trying to chase down Isaiah right now, and the DT driver's trailing behind. Here's the gate. Up. Shulk going sideways with also Colby. Both of them save it. There's Gabe. Now, Gabe second to last. With Blackstone ahead of him. Okay. Still tight race here with 14. Chris and Joel starting to pull away. Sleesher may be able to get back up to him, but oh, we're 3 wide. Shulk and Trainwreck getting pushed off the track by Colby. Shulk almost flipping. Joel trailing. The backpack up. Joel trying to go down the inside on Chris Baldpaul. Doesn't work as he doesn't get enough speed throughout the turn. But he is able to hang on to Chris doing that. Straining up the field here. See Trainwreck trying to go down on Shulk, but Shulk also tries to go down on Sleesher. Might be going too wide through here. Nope, Trainwreck goes too wide with Colby, but Colby falls back. Joel's still trying to chase down Trainwreck again. Oh, Shulk getting sent into the wall, almost flipping, but he saves it. But no, he goes sideways and then hits Isaiah, and Isaiah's drifting through turn 1 and turn 2. He's also able to save it. He's going to kill his tires a bit, but everybody's fuel is still looking good. Shulk complaining about it. Very interesting conversation they're having in chat. Anywho. Colby going down the inside on Trainwreck through here. Lane driver's still straining out the field. Trainwreck trying to get back on Colby through here. Good Square trying to get back up into the lead here with 11 laps left. Joel may be able to get Chris here, but let's check here. Chris still has a lot of tires left, and Joel has same amount of tires, but less fuel. So let's see if he can capitalize off of that. Tires aren't really drained that much, but fuel is around this track because they usually accelerate around the turns. Oh, hey Creams. Thank you for joining the stream. Joel's still trying to chase down Chris here. Train trying to take the outside and get some giraffe off of Sleesher, and he pulls it off back into P4. But he may get taken over by Colby down the inside on this turn. Good Square still trying to catch up, and so is Isaiah and Shulk. Sleesher trying to join the feud in front. Ooh! Chris Baldpaul losing traction because of a bumper touch, but he was able to regain it. Sleesher going down the inside on Joel, but isn't able to capitalize off the speed, so he falls back a little bit. Colby overtaking what looks to be Trainwreck here, with Good Square trying to join them. Joel trying to get down the inside on Chris Baldpaul. Seems to get some bumper speed off of Joel, but he's down the inside now. So you're going to capitalize off the draft on Chris Baldpaul. Good Square joined the feud almost down on Colby, but loses out on speed. Oh, no, he's going to try to overtake him again. A draft help from Sleesher up in third right now. But he isn't able to pull it off. Austin's still trying to get overtake on what looks to be Stampy in P7. So Stampy's doing his back. D2 driver sadly being lapped and falling behind as he has 0 draft. But Sleesher trying to go down the inside on Chris Paul after overtaking Joel. It does not work. Chris Paul almost closed the door on him. But Trainwreck going around the inside on Colby, and Sleesher pulls it off. Sleesher gets enough traction, almost goes on into the grass and gets some butt hurts. But Trainwreck starting to chase down Joel here to bunch up 3 into 6. So can they do it in the next 6 laps though? Chris Paul still going down. He's trying to overtake. It doesn't work. Joel might be able to give him a push here, but he doesn't. Joel decides not to do it. Colby trying to go down the inside of Train. Train is losing traction. Train traps the wall and Train is flipped. And then Chris Paul almost flipping himself too. Might be Train's race over. With Joel leading as of right now. And Chris Paul in second and Sleesher in third. Or Sleesher overtakes him. That works. We have Colby starting to trail Chris Paul. Blackstone being able to regroup. Blackstone's going to have to... No, that's Goodsquare. My bad. Goodsquare going to have to deal with Austin again, which is going to be pain for him. But Stampy's going to be glad that he got another chance to win the race. Let's see what Isaiah can do in this situation, and let's see if Shulk has issues with it. D2 driver might be able to unlap himself, but Gabe and Blackstone appear they're definitely going to have issues coming back up the field. Nobody's going to be pitting besides Austin, Isaiah, Gabe, and Blackstone this time around. So D2 driver's going to stay out and try to get his lap back. Don't think that's going to be possible in this rate. 4 laps to go. As of right now, still under yellow. Shulk starting to praise whoever he praises or pleases to not have his PC freeze on him again. We're starting to bunch up. Joel is taking the inside route apparently. Good to hear that some of y'all in the stream are good at racing though, so hopefully you can maybe join us next time, actually driving in the race. Oh, so Shock is not the best team, 2K. Besides an RPC, because that's the only time I drove for them. D2 driver's going to start taking back with 1 to go. Hopefully they can catch back up. Shulk getting back up behind Goodsquare, it looks like. Goodsquare's falling behind the pack. So we're going to have Joel on the inside with Sleesher on the outside. Chris Paul on the inside, Coley on the outside. Shulk on the inside of Stampy. Isaiah on the inside of Shulk again, for some reason. Goodsquare trying to catch back up. So Goodsquare is going to be on the inside of Stampy, it looks like. Gabe on the inside of Austin, and then Train is just going to decide to go to the outside of Blackstone as of right now. So, could be anybody's race as of right now, but my prediction, I would say, is Goodsquare is going to fall behind, and Chris is going to try to overtake Joel. And then Shulk is going to freeze, because why not? $2K, don't freeze his PC again. And we are green here at Atlanta again with 3 laps left to go. Goodsquare getting on the back of Chris Paul's car. He's losing traction. Oh, that is Isaiah, the D2 driver, but spinning with, appears to be Trainwreck falling behind, so that's Trainwreck's race done. With Joel capitalizing off of that bad restart, and Sleesher trying to overtake Chris Paul in second place right now. Colby trying to trail. Appears to be... Who's that? Always forget the tire car. Joel's still leading here. If I can remember, that is Stampy. No, that is not Stampy. Huh. Guess we'll have to figure it out after this. Joel's still in the lead with Sleesher able to officially overtake Chris. least you're trying to get an good run on here on Joel in order to get an overtake through the start and finish. But we are heading on to what appears to be the last lap of the race. So, white flag. You got to touch him through turn 1 and turn 2. Schulk appearing not to freeze, which is good for him because hopefully he can get a good position this race. Chris getting back over, re-overtaking Sleesher on the back stretch with Chris trying to go back on him and Sleesher trying to go back on Chris. He spins Chris out. Chris loses traction but regains it. Sleesher into the lead of the race. Chris almost going into pits with I think that Blackstone trailing him. Sleesher losing traction. That was really close. Sleesher lost traction right as he passed. Neck and neck. We'll have to get a replay of that, and Schulk just decides to flip on turn 1 and 2. If Sleesher gets P2 because of that, then that is going to be a really unlucky day to him. Good thing it didn't freeze for Schulk. So, Schulk got decent positions on that. Good job, Schulk. Otherwise than that, that is the race. Yeah, Cream, that is a nightmare for the drivers. They all fail. Okay, 2K. I don't think they're going to fail tech inspection. Savvy, I think you have to do tryouts in order to race. Medfred 3, we have no clue as of right now. We're probably going to have to check replay, unless Icky tells me. Got replay on stream. Yeah, the replay is very laggy. Very fun, my game froze. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Checking out replay real quick. Oh, Isaiah's in here. Isaiah, check your DMs, please. You never do it. Grace and people usually ruining races is really nothing new in, most leagues. But I mean, Xavier, if you want to try moving into like the big leagues, you could also try out a chassis. Because personally, I do Formula 1 stuff myself. But you should try it out because it's actually pretty fun. Alrighty then. Man, it was a pretty fun race. Really close call for Sleesher and Chris Bald Paul there. But thank you for showing up to the Atlanta race, and we'll hope to see you next time. Have a good weekend. And you'll be leaving here with your winner, Joel. And next race, we'll hope to see you at Tampa Bay.